All right. I want to thank everybody for this opportunity to speak. Um, there's a number of bills that I support. Um, One of the main ones is the data bill dealing with the oversight committee for the DOC. I support the joint venture bill. I believe it should be abolished. And I believe that mass incarceration bill is a strong one. I really support a lot of the bills, but there's a common thread for most of the bills that I see, mainly being mental health and structural racism. That's why the data bill is important, not just in DOC, but many related departments. Um, Mr. Eldridge, you know, I've sent you a number of emails in 1 year dealing with some of the things that I was subjected to and that I've witnessed in Walpole's DDU. And I just want to point out that uh, this has to all of this stuff has to do with public safety as well. And this goes out to the victims and the public because when you don't deal with the mental health or the structural racism, what you have is you have people who get out and they have underlying conditions and mentality that could be a threat to public safety. So we do need to understand that if we can address the mental health issues within the prison on a larger level. Right now, the funding for mental health is very low, and I've seen people get out. As an institutional barber, I cut the entire facility here at SBCC. I'm only one of two, and a lot of guys that I've seen in my 20 years of incarceration have gotten out and come back in less than 50 days. Um, I also support the lifers bill without parole. I believe that should be abolished. I had a friend of mine who testified on my behalf the last time the bill was up, and he ultimately got out and he killed himself. And that was sad to see that he didn't have the support, mentally. Another young man who used to be my cellie got out, and I spoke to him recently, and he expressed to me that he had no support and he felt alone and he wanted to kill himself. And I believe he committed a crime just so that he could come back to prison. So it's sad to see that we are in here and we are not getting the actual treatment that we need. The prison has become a haven for drug addicts who don't need to be in prison. They need drug treatment. I understand they may have committed crimes, but most drug addicts commit crimes so that they can support their habits. So if you address the underlying reason, you could address the behavior. Um, Also, the joint venture thing is a problem because if you look at the January 6th situation, you can see that people died. No one has been charged with joint venture for murder. Yet it's a racial thing because mostly brown, black, and poor white people are charged with this crime. And I think that it needs to be abolished, the joint venture theory, or there needs to be a better balance. There's a disparity in the sentencing when it comes to it. Culpability. When you talk about what a person is actually culpable for, he should be punished for what he has done. Um, I want to thank you for the time. I'm not going to go over too much. But thank you, and I hope that people take this seriously when it comes to mental health and addressing racial disparities within the DOC. Please pass the data bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Garvin.